Hi, Cancer, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or however Cancer may show up on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. And today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the potential blessings or energies that may be coming in your direction or that you may be moving towards potentially for the month of September. By the way, September, a lot of powerful shifts are coming in our direction. I'm going to give you a quick brief, information about all that in a moment. But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, my credentials, or if you are interested in scheduling a private reading, look down below. All the links are there. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. All right, let's talk about this powerful shift that's coming in our direction in the month of September. Okay, number one, we have not one but two eclipses. Okay, so eclipses are all about cosmic reset. However, there are differences in these two eclipses. Okay, so number one, we have one coming in September 7th, and that's the lunar eclipse. That eclipse is going to be energetically about closing chapters, okay? Healing wounds. It's about ending karmic patterns. It's about emotionally disengaging from fears, worries, self-sabotaging thoughts, or limited beliefs, things that you may still be residually holding on to, okay? Now, 2 weeks, approximately, give or take here and there, comes another will come there will be another eclipse, and the other eclipse is going to be the solar eclipse. Now that eclipse, that reset is more about an a portal opening, symbolically speaking. Okay, now solar eclipse is about opening new chapters. It's about the new beginning. It's about really understanding the purpose or your purpose and placing intentional actions behind whatever project, whatever you may be thinking about, whatever you may be going through, really going and starting this new open chapter, a new beginning, opening yourself up to new opportunities. Okay, so that solar eclipse is more about the opening of the new chapters, whereas the lunar eclipse is about closing things that need to be, pushed away in a way. Okay, so those are the two energies here that may potentially here influence your September reading. Now, because September is such a powerful shift, I, created the spread this month focusing on four different areas. The first is going to be the overall energy. So I'm going to take a look here at what potential overall energy you may be encountering or maybe coming in your direction. And then we're going to take a look at three different segments. Okay, we're going to look at your love sector, your career finances sector, as well as your domestic setting or your family life. Okay, or home life. Okay. That being said, let's take a look here at what potential blessings, energies, or things may be coming up for you here potentially in the month of September. Of course, taking into account the two eclipses back to back we will be experiencing in the month of September. Let's see what's coming through for you here. All right, so you have the one who surrenders, chain, bondage, release. Okay, I'm not surprised this is coming up for you because number one, um, you are a water sign. So that lunar eclipse will potentially here create a lot of emotional buildup or tension, especially if you are an intuitive sign. Of course, you're a water sign, but there could be here this kind of fluctuations where you may feel the impact of that a little bit more because you are a water sign. Okay. So I do feel that with that lunar eclipse, there will be the sense of you, um, unchaining yourself in a way, okay, symbolically here. Um, I feel there's this kind of like releasing yourself, this freedom, this opening of the curtains and looking at the dawn of a new day or a new horizon. And but going first through that emotional shift, okay? And that emotional shift here, some of you I feel here are going to be thinking a lot about this energy of nostalgia, of melancholy, this melancholic type of energy, kind of like looking at either a situation, circumstance, event, person, or environment, giving it like the last look, or kind of saying to yourself, you know what, this is the last time I'm gonna, focus on fill in the blank, or think about fill in the blank, or have fill in the blank, whatever that is, so close and near and dear to my heart. It's time for me to release myself from that energy and really start moving ahead with my life. Okay. So that's the type of energy here that I'm getting here with the one who surrenders. Okay. So, especially if things such as like your emotions connected to a situation, circumstance, event, I feel that there's this sense of releasing that, especially with that lunar eclipse that's coming up September 7th. Okay. Now, that release is going to allow you to feel less burden, less emotional burden, mental burden, energetic burden. Um, and it may I'm getting here like it's going to redirect you, it's going to pivot you into seeing something or moving towards this solar eclipse with a sense of feeling a little bit more light or lighter. There's a lighter energy that I'm getting here with the one who surrenders. So again, for those of you here who may have been holding on to some type of emotional residual energy from the past or recent past, whether those be, self-sabotaging thoughts, limited beliefs, whether it's, a situation, circumstance, event, whether it was or is a person that, still lingers in your heart or still lingers in your mind, I do feel that there is a very kind of like a big farewell type of energy coming in, okay, especially with that lunar eclipse. That solar eclipse is going to give you an opportunity to feel free from that and really redirect yourself in maybe in a new direction or new plans, or have a new perspective here on something. Wow, look at this. You have last minute changes too late behind schedule. And some of you may have felt, and look, again, a lot of water. I told you, we have, well, let me flip this around. So this is the upright position, and it's a hand with a watch in the water. And of course, for you, Cancer, it came in reverse. So I feel there is that sense of letting go, especially if you've been very resistant on letting something that's been harboring in your heart. Again, water energy, yin energy. And interesting, this person here in the background has two waterfalls in the back. So, especially if it's something that you've been holding on to for quite some time, with this watch here symbolically showing that, this is showing here this potential energy of you realizing that it's time to let it go. It's time to let it go, whatever that it is for you, or whatever that it has been for quite some time. Okay. So let's take a look here at your first sector, which is your love sector. Ooh, that just flipped out of the deck. And of course, whether you are in a partnership, in a connection, or in a marriage, or whether you are single, this message is for both of these collectives. Okay. You could always take a look at more information in the couples playlist. I don't think I have anything up there for September yet. Um, because I'm doing this reading for you guys on August 30th. So maybe in a couple of days, there should be something in the couples and in the singles playlist. But for now, let's take a look at the overall energy. So you have here rejection, decline, dismiss, refuse. Okay. So if there has been this feeling of being rejected, being dismissed, feeling isolated, feeling as if, because remember, this could go either way. Okay, I'm talking first about this match, and then I'll talk about this one. But this match here is showing the sense of feeling um dismissed, feeling rejected, isolated. Okay. So if there has been this feeling either in the past or recent past, because the match is more to the left than it is to my right, the right is all about the horizon, the next step, near future. It's something here is going to turn around. Okay. Again, that lunar eclipse may feel a little bit heavy. It may bring forth a sense of nostalgia, a sense of this melancholic energy, but I do feel that that will turn around. Now, for those of you in connections, I do feel that there may be a little bit of, bumping on the heads, or one of you, and I would say more you, Cancer, because this is your reading, feeling a little bit, wanting to be a little bit more reclusive than the usual. And again, it's because of that, those shifts that are coming in, right? I do feel that you will be releasing this energy and starting to look at things from a brighter perspective. And, very interesting, because I was talking about this from the top of the reading, this big, um, energetic shift and how different they influence, right? They may potentially here influence your reading. I feel that the lunar eclipse, which by the way is coming in first, September 7th, this is how you may potentially be feeling. But come September 21st, when we're talking about that solar eclipse, the sun, look at that, a lot of fire here. There's a very different perspective here that may be shifting, whether you are in a connection or whether you are single. If you are single, I do feel that you may finally release here, with this lunar eclipse, whatever residual energies that you were harboring in your heart or in your energetic fields. And during the solar eclipse, it's going to be more like, okay, what do I need to do to, add a pep to my step? How can I look at things from a brighter perspective, more engaged, more passionate, more driven in connection to your dating life? Okay. So that's how this is coming across. Let's see what else is coming through. Give me more clarity here on this rejection. And by the way, you do have the number 38 here, okay? 3 plus 8 is equal to 11. So there may be some sign symbol synchronicities here. Maybe you may be seeing in the month of September 1111, whether that's on your phone, whether it's at the time, whether it's on a receipt. You purchase something and you see you got to pay $11.11 or something like that. But I'm getting here the number 11 here may be important for you. Now, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. And 2 is about duality and polarity. It's also about connections. So I feel that that could also be here energetically connected to your love life here, come September. All right, let's see what else is coming through. And then we're going to jump into the career and financial sector. You have the Queen of Swords. And the reason why I'm smiling here is because this Queen of Swords looks like she is ready to cut through any confusion. She is cutting through indecisions. She's cutting through jaded energy. She's cutting through the arguments. She's really focusing on a logical, rational, analytical perspective, a smart, intelligent way of doing things, looking at things, planning for things. I mean, listen, the Queen of Swords is straight up very blunt. Okay. The Queen of Swords, it has independent thoughts, very much, this independent type of energy to it. Now, of course, there is a little bit of that emotionless type of outer exterior that sometimes people, consider it to be a little bit more aloof, or a little bit, brassy or harsh in their words, or maybe in their demeanor, because there's no sugarcoating here with the Queen of Swords. All right. The Queen of Swords is a very difficult energy to woo or to place, as they say, the wool over someone's eyes. It's very difficult with that Queen of Swords energy. So there is this powerful and direct honesty that's coming through in your love sector where you may have very important conversations, whether it is with your partner, if you are in a connection, or for others of you, there's this great reflection that may be coming through here and really analyzing how you can surrender or cut through. Now, interesting. Remember that this said bondage, and there's the chain, and there's the Queen of Swords with that sword, cutting through it. So yeah, very, very interesting here how that has been very much of a validation confirmation for you there. Okay. Now listen carefully. I forgot to read this. It says, I protect what matters to me. Okay, so you may be in a very much of a protective type of energy, whether it's protecting your relationship from outside conflict or self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs, or whether you are single and you're protecting your boundaries. You're in, maybe thinking about ways to create stronger, healthier boundaries for yourself. All right, let's take a look here at what the career or finance sector has in store here for you, taking, of course, into account the eclipses that are coming through in the month of September. And we have here career change. Okay. Now, that doesn't mean that everyone is going to have a career change, but let me talk a little bit about what's coming through. It says, you're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance you deserve and desire. Okay. Beautiful. By the way, here on this career change, at the top of what looks like it is a lighthouse, there's a lot of light, but there's these angelic wings. I do feel that some of you, especially if you've been doing, now I'm getting multiple messages, so I'm going to go with the first, and there's going to be a little bit more, so my apologies. Your reading time-wise may be a little longer than what I expected, but the career change here may be a little bit different because this is a general reading. Some of you have been in a career for a very long time. Okay. Maybe that is where your heart's desire is. That's where you feel that is your life purpose. That is really what you want to do and will continue to do because you don't really want to change your career, because this is really where you feel your sense of life purpose. So, for those of you that may feel or be in that energy, the career change, I don't feel it's saying that you're going to leave your career, but rather maybe leave a specific role that you have right now. And maybe you're ready to move up. Maybe you're ready to be a supervisor. Maybe you're ready to be a manager. Maybe you're ready to open a new, fill in the blank, company, institution, practice, whatever it is. It's as if you have enough knowledge, enough experience here to go up a notch than where you are right now. Okay. So some of you may be thinking about that. Now, for those of you who are in careers or in a job where you feel like you're kind of stuck, like this energy here with chains, bond, and release. Okay. The one who surrenders, that you feel like you're stuck, like you can't get out, like you're kind of like, I really want to do something else. But it's kind of like a little difficult. I feel here for the month of September with that solar eclipse. And again, a lot of light here, yet again, is an illumination, where you're going to start saying to yourself, okay, listen, this is what I need to do in order to get myself either into another job or another career, or just move either companies, move, the location, but still do whatever it is that you are doing. Okay. So that's how this is coming across. I do feel that there may be a potential sense of really figuring something out here for yourself so that you feel more at peace and more passionate about what you are doing. And that message is for those of you who feel like you're stuck and you just want something different and something new. Now, what I'm also getting here is that there may be some of you here who may have a career in addition to your career. So, what do I mean by that? I mean, you do what you do on the regular, okay, whatever your career, your job is, but you may do something else on the side. For example, my career is in higher education. That's what I do. That's where I have the first half of my credentials, okay, when it comes to that 3D career, okay? So that's where that is. Now, I also have a second, you know, some would say a career as well, my spirituality. I work with have my channel, I have my private clients, and I also have my credentials with that as well. So again, some of you may do something like that. Now, it's not I'm not saying it's going to be exactly like that, but for some of you, you may say to yourself, I've always done what I'm doing, and by the way, I love what I do for my career, and I will never leave my career. I love it. And I'm also never leaving this. So I've figured out a way to merge both so that they work for me. And for some of you, I feel that you may turn either a hobby or a skill into something like that. Like you're gonna move perhaps in a direction where that is more of your focus to, either start a company or start a business, or, maybe your own YouTube channel, or, something like that. But that's the energy that I'm getting here for some of you. All right, you have caring connections. I feel that um colleagues, friends, loved ones, there may be people here from the past or recent past that you may want to contact, either, for networking purposes. Maybe some of you here may want to reach out to people that you've known from the past or recent past in order to connect, especially if you're wanting to pivot into a new direction or a career change, or kind of like, maybe touch base with someone that you've known from the past or recent past to say, hey, listen, do you know anything about any openings or whatever? Or, listen, can you vouch for me? Can you give me a personal reference or whatever that is? That's how this is coming across. So I do feel here networking with people from the past or recent past. I do feel here people supporting, especially if those of you who are like doing something like different, like an additional stream of income, like you're starting your own fill in the blank, whatever that may be. There may be here the support, and I do feel here that there's something here about you connecting with your friends, family, loved ones, or people that you've known for a very long time, to let them know about this new venture or this new avenue that some of you may be launching or moving towards, okay? Yeah, so for some of you, this is carrying connections is like connecting with people from the past or recent past in order to either mentor, collaborate, partner up, because I'm getting this type of teamwork type of energy here, okay? Now, last but not least, let's take a look here, Cancer, what's coming through in regards to your family sector. And you have here the seventh chakra. Listen, seventh chakra, your crown chakra. Very, very interesting because we have you here. Now, granted, this is a love sector, but remember, if this is your home life, these two may, cross paths with each other. Actually, all three may cross paths with each other, okay? Um, but I'm getting here very much a similar energy here with the Queen of Swords. Like I said, in your love sector here, I'm going to say again, it's going to sound repetitive, but it's giving that same energy. Remember, Swords energy is about the mind. It's about the clarity of the mind, the clarity of communication, intelligently, having the mastery, okay, to be able to cut through, like I said, things, situations, circumstances, or events, that you need to take a really closer look and look at it from a different perspective, using your intelligence, using your ability to communicate effectively. And the reason why I'm talking about this Queen of Swords is because the seventh chakra is giving that same energy. Now, the only difference is that the seventh chakra, we're talking about your crown, so your mind. There's this energy here that may be available to you in the month of September, where one or two things. One part of it I feel has to do with the spirituality, connecting with your higher self. But another part of it, it's about you being very aware about certain things, revelations, like looking at something from a different point of view. Now that you have allowed yourself to emotionally disengage from whatever, the one who surrenders, like I said at the top of the reading. So I feel this sense of airiness, the sense of lightness here, and this kind of like lightening of the load or of the burdens that you may have been either thinking about or feeling. I feel here in the home sector, there's this sense of relief. There's this sense of you being able to see something clearly, understand something clearly, communicate something very effectively. And the seventh chakra here is about that clearing, that clear mind. Now, for some of you, if you'd like to work with your crown chakra, that'd be a great thing for you to do in the month of September, okay? To kind of keep your mind, clarity. Okay, so if that's the case, the crown chakra has the 963 hertz solfeggio frequency. That's the frequency of the crown chakra, and you may want to listen to that on YouTube. They have lots of, solfeggio frequency hertz connected to the crown chakra to help again with that clearing and that clearing of perspective. But I'm getting here that there's something here from the past or recent past. Maybe with the fact that you have this card here, it says the one who surrenders, because this person, this angel, is mostly looking at the past. So there could be here something that you're emotionally releasing. Maybe it has to do with friends, family, loved ones, family trauma, arguments with friends, family, loved ones, people that you know and that you care about. Or maybe your own feelings of about that. I feel that with this seventh chakra looking in the direction of the past is you in a way saying to yourself, well, it's not too late to get this started. It's not too late for me to, clear fill in the blank, have a conversation, talk about something important. But there's this clarity that's coming through here of the mind. Maybe you even being aware, maybe a revelation, maybe a change of heart or a change of mind here. You do have here the number, by the way, you do have the number 14 here and the number 41. So you may see mirror numbers. I talked about numbers at the top of this reading, right? Yeah, 11, the number 2, you have 1441. Again, you may see mirror numbers, and you also have the angel number 55 here. Didn't realize it until I saw here this caring connection. So there you go. There may be something that you may see or think differently about, a change that was either difficult for you to accept or that you may have been very resistant to. But I do feel here in the month of September, there's this sense of seeing it from a different point of view or gaining some type of clarity or maybe even more information here as well. You have here the page of coins with the king of wands, beautiful energy. Page of coins, you finally in this energy of the beginner mindset. And when I say beginner mindset, there may be some ideas, plans, maybe you're manifesting, looking into new opportunities to connect with your loved ones, with your friends, family, loved ones. Maybe there are just some new ideas here that you have for your home. Maybe for some of you, working from home or creating some type of, like I said, lucrative, or, whether it's lucrative or whether it's, something that could come up here, an opportunity. But I do feel that you're going to be grounding some new ideas. For some of you, this could be very much talking about home improvement, maybe you changing and sprucing things up, making things look different. But there is this sense of like having a mindset to want to begin to put plans, things that you may be thinking about. Okay, here with this seventh chakra, things that you are thinking about and actually putting them into practice or putting them into reality, really taking the step and making it happen. I feel that you may be here potentially very much inspired to do that here with the King of Wands energy. Wands energy is fire. Remember, fire is about passion, drive, motivation, ambition. So you may be inspired to start something new. You may be inspired to invest in something, slowly invest or explore something here. Something that you are really wanting to have a really strong foundation and a solid beginning. That being said, Cancer, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you soon.